But this one, for this one, it gets sometimes wrong. But let me run it and see. This is the best way to go about it. So the best way to go about it, what I'll want is so I hope you're doing great, man, and having an awesome day. So today I want to show you something that is very simple in terms of how you can be able to estimate the quantity of your iron sheets using AI. So on the channel, I've already shown like done tutorials for how you can use BIM to do quantities using ArchiCAD like BIM, which can enable you to get the most accurate results when it comes to estimating the quantities of iron sheets. I've also shown you the rough estimate method, the calculation method of the formula one that you can use easily to do a rough estimate for the same. So today we want to use AI because AI is here. I've been using it for a number of times and I've been running trials, and so there's sometimes where it messes, it gets wrong answers, and sometimes it gets right answers. But finally, I've been able to be using this method because I find this one to work way better than when I just upload my plan to it. So I have this plan here that I'm just going to upload it on. I'm going to use Gemini for this one. You can use Gemini or ChatGPT. So I'm gonna use Gemini and I'll just upload it there and we shall see what it gives us. This is a very common 3-bedroom house in Kenya. That is, a lot of people prefer it this way. Yeah, so we're gonna see what we get. And of course, if this is your first time here, please hit the like and sub button as well. So I already have this plan. So what I can do, I can just go to Gemini. This is Gemini that I'm using here, and then I will upload the file. So I'm just using a normal Gemini. Yeah, it's normal, the one that you can just be able to access. They give you, I think, a few chances of pro version per day. So we can try pro and see what we get. So I can just upload the floor plan itself the way it is, or I can go ahead and upload one that even has elevations and all that. And I believe that one that has elevations, it will show the AI model the best way, like how the roof looks like. So I'm gonna upload this one that has elevations and everything, and then I will tell it to uh, estimate the quantity. Let me tell it to analyze first. Analyze the above floor plan and estimate the quantity. And if you want, it can do for you, including timber and all that. Unless the above floor plan and estimate the quantities of iron sheets needed. I can tell you that I'm going to use gauge 28 iron sheets, and I will mix both 2 meters, 2.5 meters, and 3 meters. And I can also tell it that my iron sheets have a width of 850 mm. So if I want, I can go way deeper and tell it that I want you to when you place, you place 760, because you have to consider overhang, so it can be 740, 750. Yeah, so I can tell it to do 740 or 750 overhang, but I think it will know on its own. What I've realized is it knows all those details, but sometimes you can be more specific, then you get better results. But for this one, it gets sometimes wrong. But let me run it and see. Includes them way more, or sometimes it subtracts. So that's the problem with it. But I'm gonna show you now the best way to go about it. So here's showing that establishing the base footprint, saying that 12 point roof overhang 600 millimeter, effective length uh-huh. So for it, first of all, it's calculating the entire area of the entire house. Then once it calculates the entire area of the entire house, I think it's supposed to minus some areas. So it's calculating it as a rectangle. Uh-huh. Roof pitch. So it's factoring in roof pitch about 100 millimeters. So it's considering 100 millimeters, which means gonna use 750 mm, which I told you that if you want, you can be able to specify it. It's called the effective width. Okay, total linear meters. It's getting 80 pieces for 3 meters, 2.5 meters, 30 pieces. 2 meter sheets getting sig is getting 30, so in total it's 140. But remember the way it has calculated this one, the way it did it is it took the entire, like it assumed this is a perfect rectangle, did not do any minuses or things like that. But now if you want to be so accurate, we have to know that our house, if you look at this floor plan, it's not really a perfect rectangle. Like for it's taking this entire dimension, then it's taking the entire dimension here, then it adds on the overhang, which is 600 mm. Once it adds on the overhang and also this one, then it calculates that area and does calculates the area of it factors in the area of the roof using the pitch value, which, like I said, I already uploaded this document, so it already shows that it has a roof pitch of 37.5, which I think is the one that it used. But sometimes if you want, you can also specify in here. You see it used 37.5 because I'd already provided it in the PDF. But if you want, sometimes you can specify and say that consider using a roof pitch of this dimension. So now this is the best way to go about it. So the best way to go about it, what I'll want is sorry, my drawing's a little bit dirty. Usually sometimes after I've already drawn it and submitted, then I can come back and I want to do estimates. I have to draw someone, and I think so this is the best way to go about it. Now I want you to see, I want you to use this is line tool and continuous, yeah. Then I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this this I'm just tracing the external perimeter. So basically I want to use ArchiCAD itself to be able to get the most accurate floor area of my house. Remember, for it used the general one, like it used the general length dimension. It did not factor in these sides, although you can tell it to factor them in, but now it gets confused and it messes on the calculations. So what you want is you come to do these ones this way, this way. Then I think that this was where I started, yeah. So I can do it like this, so that I drag it away, Control D, so that I bring it I don't know what is happening, so that I bring it here. And now I can now use let me cut this one here first. I can now use the fill tool to know the area of my entire thing. So I go to the fill tool, I can double click on it and I want it to show area, so I click on show area and I press OK. So now I just hold space bar and I place in here, and it's asking where do I want to place the area. Let me see here. So you see the area is 127 meter square. So now because I already have the area of the entire thing, now it will be easy for it to calculate the total area. If you remember the area it gave us, sorry, the total area that it gave us was 190. Just imagine the difference between 190 and 127. Those are a lot of iron sheets that you'll buy, and maybe your client will feel mad at you. So this way you are trying to be more accurate. So then I click on dimensions. So I want to show these exterior dimensions. Now this way it will be able to know what length this is. Even to make it easier, you can show it from external that way, but to make it easier, you can just show it from here. Like this one, I just click it this way. Then this one, I just show it this, either here or here. Okay. Then this one, I just show it here. And because I want it to use these dimensions to now calculate the overhang. Remember, this one doesn't have the overhang yet, yeah? So basically you repeat for the entire thing, which I've already done on a different PDF here that you see here, yeah? I've already done it. So like I've already placed everything on the sides. Now once you have it this way, you now upload this one and you tell it, you now upload this one and you tell the AI that I've already calculated the floor area of the house, which you can be able to see. So go back here and I will upload, wait, yeah, I will upload now this one that already has the areas. Now I can tell it that I have in the in the above calculation you made, so what I've done is I've uploaded the PDF. Once uploading it, I've told it that in the above calculation you are wrong by assuming that the house was a perfect rectangle. In the new, so I've told it that in order to improve, maybe for it can improve in future. In the new PDF I have uploaded, analyze it, and you will see I've already calculated the floor area to the floor area, and it is so I'm just giving it to make it clear. So just add the area of the roof overhang on all sides, because I've also provided clear dimensions of each side in the above new PDF. Then re-estimate the above PDF, then re-estimate the quantities of iron sheets. So now I can press enter. So it has given me an answer. So like I said, I use this method to get very accurate results. Like the one above, it was wrong by around 30 meters square. So it's saying that you are absolutely right to correct that, assuming a simple boundary box of estimates the footprint. Yeah. So it's also saying that it was wrong. Using your exact floor area of 127.3 meters square converted from and the specific perimeter dimensions provided in the new documents. Indeed, it's saying that is a much more accurate estimation calculation. So it's showing how it did the calculations. First, to determine the total perimeter by assuming the outer edges from your dimensions. Okay, so it did add everything. Then it added horizontal edges, vertical edges. Total perimeter is 52. Then it multiplies by, okay, the new area is the base area. So footprint area is floor area plus P times D, I'm even confused, plus 4 times D squared. Straight overhang, I thought it was just supposed to be straight overhang times 0.6. Oh, I'm understanding. Oh, like when you get to the corners, you will find that, to the corners, it will mess it. There's a way that is doing it differently so that at the corners, it doesn't give, when it gets to, like, it's taking from here to this point 600 mm like this, then here it takes 600 mm like this, so it's leaving that corner point when it is estimating the, let me draw it so that you see, although this one is not even important because the AI is doing its thing, but sometimes when you see how it's doing it, then you will understand much better, like if it's doing wrong or right. So let me do this just as an example. So basically the AI is for doing the overhangs. It's adding from here to here, then from here to here. So it's leaving out these corners. So for the corners, it like generated as this formula that I never knew. that you can use to get overhang area for corners. That's just 1.44. So the total footprint area is 159.96. Remember the other one was 190. It was 190. So that's a difference for about 30 meters square. 190. 190 minus 156. It's almost that almost going to 40. Almost going to 40. So but just 31 I think meters square. So then from that point just going to repeat the same. Remember my roof pitch was 37.5, so it uses that to get the area for the roof. Once you get the area for the roof, you then begin dividing, or you have to factor in a factor of safety. Uh, and by the way, this factor you're also using it when you are doing for rough estimation method. Well, I think it is using the rough estimation method because again you use this factor in. This factor in is for in case you got something wrong. Yeah. So it's getting 70 pieces. Total is 114 sheets. The other one total was 140 sheets. So yeah, for 3 meters, saying that 3 meters I'll need 70 pieces. For 24, for 2.5 meters I'll need 24 pieces. For 2 meters I'll need 20 pieces. That's actually more accurate. That's the accurate thing. Yeah, for this house, it is around 1 110 120. Yeah, so that's the most accurate way in case you want to estimate the quantity of iron sheets using AI. Next one, I think I'll show you more how you can use AI to estimate the quantities of if it is a beam, if you're estimating bricks or blocks is easy, but now bricks is the one which is a little bit complicated because of how we draw our walls. But I'll show you of course that one as well as we go on. Let's see how this video will perform. If it has interest, then I'll come to show you that one as well. So see you in the next one.